What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. It's your boy, known G. I'm in here with Bossman Jay and Mayor Socrates. Tonight, we're about to be getting into the NBA expansion. The NBA today had a meeting, and they have approved 2 expansion teams to come into the NBA. One in Las Vegas, and they're bringing the Supersonics back to Seattle, man. We got some other news we're going to get into, though, but what's going on, fellas?
Yo.
Yeah, man. So what's your guys' thoughts, man, on these expansion teams and them bringing back the Sonics and Vegas going to have a team? And what would you, I'm going to kick it off like this. Do you guys have a name for the Vegas team?
Las Vegas Pimps.
Las Vegas Roulette. I don't fucking know.
No. High rollers for real though. Las Vegas high rollers.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's nice. I like that one. I didn't think about that one. I was thinking either the Las Vegas Outlaws or the Las Vegas Spades.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of feminine a little bit. But
yeah, I was about to say that'd be a female team.
Yeah, it's kind of feminine. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be dope for Vegas. They already have they're gonna have baseball there with the A's. The stadium's currently being built. They have the WNBA there that's already won championships. They've won 2 championships, and then you have the hockey team there. So I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be great for Vegas. I've been traveling to Vegas over the last decade. I like going there. I enjoy it, and I think that's a great addition. Being a basketball fan,
They trying to make Vegas a straight up like sports city for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Because let's keep it real, gambling and all that shit is going down.
Yeah.
It's only so long you can scam motherfuckers out again. So
because everything online now. Shit, you ain't gotta go sit at a casino to gamble no more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Vegas Appeal used to be that was the place to go gamble when it was illegal in all the states and before all the technology. But now you got the technology and the states have passed gambling. Most of the states have some type of gambling pass where you can bet in your own state. So you don't have to get on the plane and go to Vegas. So Vegas Appeal is more for people who want to just feel like they're there to do high-end shopping, restaurants, and leisure. It's not necessarily
or just to say they went.
Yeah, and the high-end gamblers that have deals with the casinos that go in there with millions of dollars and bet big on blackjack and poker. And
poker tournaments.
Yeah, that type of clientele. But I was told when I was there, I think the last time I was there last April, one of the Lyft drivers, he had told me that a lot of the high-end Asian market started going to, I think it's Macau in China. It's
Macau. Yep.
Yeah, that's the Vegas version over in China. So I think they just got better deals from the casinos over there. Probably didn't feel like they were getting stiffed out their money as much. So a lot of those guys had left Vegas or whatnot.
Yeah, that's where the Wynn Casino, that's where they built their big headquarters at in Macau. And that's their like version of Dubai / Las Vegas. So yeah, high end, luxury in China.
Right.
But so it's a lot of money with this NBA expansion. But I wanted to get to the part of it where, first off, I got 2 parts of it. First off, the gambling aspect of it. Y'all already scamming us with this gambling shit. We already seeing all this, movement with the players and the rules that you having to change to make the players actually have to play, or the rules you have to change to make the team not tank, and all this and that, right?
Yeah.
Then the other part of that is how many players in this expansion draft are we talking about? Because I don't want to see the bottom end of everybody bench get on these new two teams. Let these new two teams get a couple stars too. So are we going 6 protected players, 7 protected players? It's supposed to be 8, but they were talking about doing a realignment type of rule change to make it, a lower number than 8 protected players. Because if you think about it, a regular NBA team only play 8 players.
Yeah.
For the most part, you know what I'm saying? For the most part.
Yeah. Well, I think they just need to at least make it to where they know that the team will be competitive, and because these are 2 cities. I think they picked 2 great cities. I mean, like I said, Vegas, a up and coming sports town that already has the entertainment aspect and the gambling and all this. But Seattle, they're bringing back the Supersonics, and the Seahawks just won a Super Bowl, and it is a great sports town. And I think that they're reviving that old Supersonic, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Devlin Shrimp. You know what I'm saying? And wouldn't it be great to even see maybe KD end his career?
Kevin Durant end his career in Seattle where he started.
Okay, yes, the nostalgia is what you are describing. That is cool. The nostalgia of the league. We remember the Supersonics as a team as when we were growing up. But
let people know that OKC is the Supersonics.
OKC is. That's true.
Right.
I forgot that. You're right. But with that being said, the hurdle for the NBA right now is finding investors in Seattle. There's only one investment group in Seattle. Of course, there's a lot of investment groups ready to jump in Las Vegas, but Seattle, you actually got to be from that area to even want to be up there like that, for real.
Because I was just about to say, but that's Washington just one dumb. I don't see how nobody live. That's so depressing, bro. It's always raining.
Yeah, it definitely is it's a niche market for sure. I mean, Portland. I mean, that's why you only have the Blazers up there. It's like it's not really. I mean, obviously that's Oregon, but just the Northwest of the United States, it does have a certain appeal to it. But Seattle, in a sense, is a great sports team. The Mariners got a great history. The Seahawks have had a recent great history, not so much when we were younger. But I think it's a great town. I think they can get investors because, hey, if they start winning, they're going to get support. I think the investors they'll make great on their make a great return on anything that they put into the franchise.
Hey, as long as it make money,
as
long as it makes dollars, it makes sense. But that was one of the hurdles that I was hearing about the NBA having, trying to, because you got to think about this. They don't want to negotiate with one damn team. You have nothing to negotiate against when you just negotiate with one team. So
True.
The NBA wants to create some competition so they can get favorable terms.
True. So I don't know. I guess we'll see where it ends up going. I don't necessarily know the ins and outs of how that works. I think you're a little bit more inclined on that, Bossman J, than me. But I think investors should go over there. I think they'll do well. Because like I said, the nostalgia part, especially with older NBA fans, I think Seattle can revive a lot of the older crowd, middle-aged crowd to come and even check them out. I mean, I think they could get people from around the country to even go out there to check out their first, year of basketball, honestly. So, but I might be reaching for the stars with that. But hey, man. And
then we know the NBA, and just like all sports, are reaching to further their international fan base. So, Seattle would probably have to expand west. So you would probably try to be getting Chinese fans, maybe Russian fans, I guess. But it's a tough market. Like you said, it's a niche market. That's tough. Most of the American population lives on the East Coast. East Coast and down south. So West Coast kind of hard to keep a franchise afloat when you don't have a lot of success. Like you mentioned, Portland Trailblazers. Nobody
got
takes
success.
Well, we're talking the Northwest though. I mean, California, you're fine because California is basically a nation of itself.
But Golden State just became relevant here within the last couple, 10 years.
True, yeah. But I mean, we've had the Clippers. The Clippers have had support, but they've been garbage. They hold existence. But you're right though. That whole corner of the United States is not really a favorable place for I would say for a franchise for the most part. Even though I would say Seattle is not a bad sports town, but yeah, it's just not. That part of the United States just isn't appealing to the majority.
I mean, and then you got the NBA has other problems too, like markets like a Memphis and a Milwaukee. These teams really don't make a lot of money. They subsidized by the other bigger teams, But you got to have a wide range of players. So you got to have a Memphis. You got to have, some of the smaller market teams.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But expansion, I'm glad the expansion because these guys, just like the NFL, you need somewhere else to go. Matt McClung, I just heard that he was officially, termed the
G League player of the highest point
high score, yeah, in G League history. So, what if G League didn't exist? He wouldn't be playing basketball in America. He'd be overseas somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So it's giving these guys the opportunity. Expansion is good, you know what I'm saying? And as far as the investors go, anytime you linking your money to the NBA or the NFL or one of these sports agencies, you're going to make money in America because the American public loves to be entertained. So you're going to make money.
Thanks.
We saw the Lakers get sold for $10 billion. Jerry Buss bought that motherfucker for $75 million. Like,
man.
And if Jerry Jones ever does sell, he might get 20. So who knows?
Goodness.
But yeah, money to be made, man. Expansion coming. NBA, we looking forward to it. Next topic we can come up with is, man, have y'all seen first? Who did you want to talk about? No, matter of fact, let me give you the floor.
I think we were going to get into the Cam Thomas.
Cam Thomas, man, that was so crazy to me, bro. Bro bet on himself. Everybody saw him last year. He like a instant offense type of guy. He was, Cam Thomas just some would say a fire starter, fire thrower, ball hog type of player. You know what I'm saying? But he was putting up numbers with the Brooklyn Nets. They couldn't find a trade partner for him. I mean, to trade him to. So they ended up waiving him. He ended up signing with the Milwaukee Bucks. He bet on himself after the Brooklyn Nets had already offered him a 2-year, $30 million contract. So that's $15 million a year. Then they offered him a $9.5 million. That was his qualifying offer. He denied both of those. He wanted. So you at least need to get more than $15 million a year, bro. Because they gave you 2 years, $15 million. And you turn that down, bet on himself. Ended up signing with the Milwaukee Bucks. They only lasted 18 games with Cam Thomas, man. So he back on the market. They waived him. He back on the market.
And now you just don't fit with everybody. Yeah, so you had a breakout season and you saw your numbers rising. But instead of taking your first offer, you wanted to play the market. Sometimes, man, you got to go ahead on and take what you can get at that moment and then push your numbers up for the next year.
I mean, the young man thought he felt like he knew his worth, in which everybody was kind of, confused why he didn't get a offer, just like him and Jonathan Kuminga, who just got to the Atlanta Hawks, got traded from the Warriors. They both kind of was in the same situation where they were young guys who weren't really getting the opportunity. But Cam Thomas is different because you 6'3", 6'4". I mean, these dudes 6'9". In the NBA, it's different.
Yeah, but you might be worth that for another team, for what that team needs. That don't mean you worth 30 million going to another team.
Let's keep it real. You're going to be on a sorry-ass team. Shout out Gina Guerrero. Shout out Gina. Thank you.
But he did the same thing fucking Schroeder did. And now look at him. He down there to play for every team in the NBA.
Oh, man. Don't bring up Schroeder, man. Schroeder really fucked up some money, didn't he? His family,
but
bro.
He should have used that as an example, though.
Bro. Rejected. Dennis Schroeder, if y'all didn't know, rejected an $84 million deal with the Lakers. And now he on his 19 cents. So this is a clear case of when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah, you thought you was worth, but these folk offered you 84. You wanted to be greedy and ask for 100, but you wasn't worth 100 to the Lakers, and you damn sure wasn't worth 100 to nobody else. The Lakers was overpaying you.
Yeah. Man, I feel bad for Schroeder, man. I feel bad for Schroeder.
I don't. He did that to himself.
Damn, Schroeder could have had that money, man. That's generational money. And I know he made, I think he was under contract for, what was it, $6 million last year or something? It was nowhere near what he was actually asking for, what he would have got with the $84 million deal. But Schroeder, oh, there we go. It says Schroeder really knows his worth by turning down $84 million for $5.9 million. Money really isn't everything. He is just very good at mathematics. And that's the internet trolling. You know how they do.
Yeah. So my thoughts on this are, I was not to get off subject. I like to do that a lot on the show, man. But I like to bring examples of certain things and then tie them back into what we're talking about. And so I was watching. I was on Instagram, doom scrolling, just scrolling, and then I seen the Mr. Six Man, Lou Williams, playing against Gilly the King, and just showing that the level of
talent
of talent compared to regular people from a pro player in this sense, the NBA, and how he didn't have to take a dribble, right? He scored 3 buckets on Gilly, and he didn't dribble one time, right? He was just jab stepping and whatever.
We saw when Brian Scalabrine back in the day played the normal Joes, and people they didn't see how good he was compared, because they thought he was just a bench warmer, but he's 100 times better than a regular person. But go ahead with the point.
Yeah. So it's it's the whole I'm closer than LeBron than you are to me thing. That's what they like to say. A lot of times. So I said that to say that somebody like Lou Williams, that we know was a 6th man, just like a Jamal Crawford, that would come off the bench, and we know these guys could go for 40, maybe 50. They were that good. They could be in the starting lineup. They could. The teams could put them right up in there, and they could probably just start off the game hot and whatever. But the thing is, though, when you get to that level, you have to understand that there is a role to be played. You are there to play a role. You're not there to be the man anymore. See, somebody like Pat Bev, who we're about to get into shortly, he understood the meaning of being in a role. Back in Chicago in high school, the man averaged 40 points in one season. I think his senior year, he averaged 40
and
points.
Could have done it in the NBA.
But
could have easily done it in the NBA.
But in the NBA, you have to play a role. Once you become a professional, you have to play a role, because there's so many. Everybody on the floor is great. Everybody can score. Everybody can do this. But in order for the team to win, and in order for the NBA to sell a product, they can only have so many stars, so many superstars. The majority of you guys that are playing have to play role-playing roles in order for you to get time in order for you guys to get paid. So in Cam Thomas and Schroeder's situation, they needed to take the first amount of money that came to them. Whatever amount of money that their agent and their team could get to them, and that was the prime money, that's what you got to take. Why? Because you're not a star. So that's what the lesson is to learn here.
Nobody came to see you, Otis.
Nobody
basically.
came to see you, Otis. You know? So even though we know that you could
take
go
what you
and
can get and build your stock for the next round.
exactly,
That-
because
it's
you're
just
not
simple. You're gonna get more.
yeah. Because for as great as a scorer Cam Thomas is, he could probably shoot the lights out. You could have probably put him in the All-Star game and he probably could have got off. He's that cold. But the problem is, bro, you're not marketed as a star. And that they into the commissioner's eyes and probably the NBA, they don't want to market you as a star. You have to play a role. You have to play underneath. Yeah, you can score the ball, but you know we're not going to put you out there like that. Are you gonna? Was the Milwaukee going to allow you to be scoring more than Giannis?
But
Hell no.
that's the thing though. Once you get on that court, man, you see that moment, and you do whatever it takes to build you as a brand.
Yeah.
You got offered the $30 million. You should have took that and build off of it. But you thought you was better than what you was, which for that team you probably was a $30 million player.
No, we
But
gotta.
for
Hey,
another
hold
team,
on.
you wasn't.
But we got to give credit for taking the shot on yourself or betting on yourself, so to speak, because we talked about this same thing, and I had to come back on this same show and apologize to the ladies of the WNBA because we thought they were crazy when they said they wanted that money, and when they wore them shirts saying "pay us what you owe us" and all this stuff. We said that on this show that y'all ain't in touch with reality. Y'all tripping. And what happened?
But this is not saying that he taking that $30 million was still betting on yourself. It was more than what you was getting already.
Mm-hmm.
It was leaving a team to go somewhere else for a better pay.
I mean, they had offered the ladies better pay. They turned it down. We talked about it right here. We said they weren't in touch with reality. So
yeah, I mean, as long, even though I'm wrong, I still stand on what I said at the time.
And me too, because guess what? It worked out for them, but not for him.
It did not work out for Mr. Cam Thomas, man. Shit, he'll wash up somewhere. But I'm just saying, as an athlete, you do have to have a certain level of delusion. You know, you got to believe in yourself when nobody else does, type stuff. So, I mean,
but he had somebody that believed in him.
$30 million. He thought he was worth somewhere more than $30 million. So, I mean,
to another team, he wasn't.
Yeah.
And if he could talk to Dennis Schroeder from a couple years ago, maybe Dennis Schroeder would give him some advice and let him know that
it's too late. He would have told him, take that 30, bro. Don't be me.
I saw a meme on online, and it was about it was Tyrese in a movie, but it was on Baby Boy or something when he was like, no, and they were saying this is Dennis Schroeder begging the Lakers to put that $84 million back on the table. He's like, no.
I'll take it. Please, I'll take it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it just comes down to understanding what type of player you are in a professional on a professional team, not just the NBA, but any professional team that wants to offer you contracts. You got to know your worth as a player. How are you looked at? How are you viewed by the overall market within that professional sports league, and go from there. I think these guys knew their values and how they were looked at, and you know who you are in the league, even though you might know your skill level. I'm pretty sure you get to the point that you understand the politics at a certain point. You hear guys talk right on and off the court. You understand where you are and where these places, these teams value. So I
And
mean,
no, I'm not, I ain't mean to cut y'all, but no, you know, and Boss Man Jay knows just as well. I am not a fan of LeBron at all.
yeah,
But bro, you was getting paid 84 million to go play with who is considered the greatest player of all time.
yeah.
I still stand behind. You can't just take anything, of course, but you know, you got to have that little bit of delusion with you.
84 million. Life-changing numbers.
He'll catch you next lifetime.
Shit.
Next lifetime.
Boy, that ship has sailed for 3 lifetimes.
Hey, but
Hey,
I wanted to get.
I know every time they trade that motherfucker, he kick himself in the ass.
I mean,
I could have had that 84.
man, I feel bad for Schroeder, bro. I hate to
And
even
still
laugh at that.
been on 9 different teams and still ain't made 84.
Hey, that's gonna make
Think about
84.
that, bro. Think
Not
about
two,
that.
not 6, 5, 4, 3 at a time. You ain't gonna make 84.
He done been on 9 different teams and combined they made 84.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get to this one, and this really, this one gonna burn you up, Mayor Socrates. Man, did y'all hear about Pat Bev getting kicked off the Pat Bev podcast? Pat Bev, let me give you the backstory. Pat Bev, we all heard about Pat Bev catching an assault case, family domestic, right? And he found out his own co-host only had 15 minutes on him before the door was closed. So basically, soon as Pat Bev caught the little charge or whatever, his castmate, who he brought on the show, because we didn't know Ron before the Pat Bev podcast, which I knew Ron because he was a battle rapper before podcasting. But this guy comes on Pat Bev's podcast. They build up an audience. They become friends, so to speak, right? And
Listen,
go ahead.
But what do you tell your kids when they come home hollering about my friend? Don't call everybody your fucking friend. This man didn't grow up with you. This man don't owe you no fucking loyalty.
He wasn't
So what do you mean?
he wasn't shooting in the gym.
Yeah, that ain't, he ain't your friend. At the end of the day, it's business. And this man got a family to feed. I blame nobody for that but Pat Bell for trusting these white folks. Thinking that they're your homeboy. This man don't know you. This man ain't grow up with you. You gave this man an opportunity. And as soon, just like any other white man does, as soon as that door opens up a little bit for them to slide their way through and take over, that's what the fuck they gonna do. So he did what was expected of him to do. Take your shit and put his name on it.
Damn.
So what you mad for? Talking about something. Oh, I thought we were homeboys. Nigga, y'all didn't grow up together. You don't know this man. And I'm pretty sure half his people are homeboys that he been on all his life. Don't fuck with him now because he a snake-ass white boy. That's why he called you his friend as soon as he got a chance to. Because this is what he does to his friends.
I mean, he saw opportunity because Ron was not even a sports guy. Ron, I don't know how Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports put Ron with Pat Bev on the Pat Bev podcast. But it did happen.
Because that was the plan all along. Ron already had a contract with Barstool.
Yeah, but Ron is a rapper. So how did he transition over and get on with Pat Bev, the Pat Bev podcast, which the name of the podcast is the Pat Bev podcast. So,
that's wrong, but now what's the name of it? Hooping and Hollering. And who else they got on there? Another white boy.
They scrubbed that quick. Now, hold on. Let's give it some context. Jason Williams, the other white boy, is a NBA OG. He actually was on another podcast called The OGs, who didn't really get a lot of traction. So he ended up being put on with Ron and Pat after the podcast was kind of already built. So Jason Williams is kind of new. But Jason Williams is a NBA legend. We all know him, White Chocolate. But they basically gentrified my guy Pat Bev off his own fucking
But
podcast.
look at it though.
Crazy.
Look at the pattern, bro. Like this was already planned. It just so happened that Pat Bev got into some shit. They was already fucking booting him out, and he didn't even know it.
Crazy
Look
work.
how quick they switched up on him.
Crazy work,
This shit was
man.
already in the making, bro. This is why they bought Jason O now.
I ain't gonna lie. This don't look good, Ron. And I used to like you, Ron. I thought you were a good dude. This don't look good, bro.
Them ain't no
Like-
stand-up guys, bro. This shit
And
was
Pat
already
Bev,
planned.
Pat Bev, you gotta be smarter. And I'm with you on this, Mayor Socrates. I'm not in the business of just going and calling everybody my friend and this and that. And especially after your NBA career where, let's be real, you made a lot of enemies. and you know, with your podcast beef that you had with this other podcast, Gilbert Arenas and those guys, Brandon Jennings and Rashad, like you had the beef going with those guys. So you need a solid white boy. You can't be having these guys who you don't know like that. You need to bring one of your guys on, Pat Bell. You can't let
But,
these
bruh.
people put somebody on your podcast, bro. What kind of shit is that?
And then, Rod, man, we already know the type of temper Pat Bev got and the attitude and the way his mouth is. Man, you already know that man was on there telling motherfucker what he is and ain't gonna say, ain't gonna do. And he was already a problem. This is why they brought Jason on.
Ron was behind the scenes working, and Pat Bev, like you said, did not even know it.
They was
He
already
didn't know
planning
it.
this shit.
He didn't even know it.
It just so happens that he got that case thrown up against him, and that was their opportunity to say, well, this is the reason. But they was already planning to get your ass off the show, bro. Look how
Gentrify
fast
my
they
nigga.
changed that shit.
Gentrify my nigga off the show, man.
Look how quick they changed it, bro. From
This
the
shit
Pat
crazy.
Bev with known show to hooping and hollering. That shit was already printed out, ready to go.
They put that in Tgc. That shit came out like, hey, how do we clean up the Pat Bell podcast? Mine is Pat Bell, and Hooping and Hollering came out. So, bruh, Barstool Sports, you done it again.
I don't
They-
blame them. I blame all this on Pat because, for one, and we talked about this on the show. You supposed to be this big tough guy in the NBA. You was the mini bully is what I called his ass. Going around here doing all this shit. But then as soon as some real shit pop off, instead of you going after the guy, you go after your sister.
So, ho. So, you saying that Pat Bell should have slapped the fuck out of Rome?
Man, shit. Him, Jason.
He should have caught a charge. He should have caught a
They
charge.
had to catch these hands.
Slap
Y'all gotta
this
see
white
me.
man. Now, hold on. You telling him to slap 3 white men now.
Y'all gotta see me.
3 rich white men. You telling him to slap 3 rich white men. You might do life behind
Y'all
it.
gotta see me.
You might do life behind it.
But no,
Then
but
you
I'm talking about you attack your sister instead of the guy that was in your house.
Yeah, now that's touchy, but yeah, that was reported. If you believe what's reported, but if that's the case, how the hell you get off then? How you just get off that quick?
Did he deny it?
He pleaded not guilty, and got off. He off. He got some anger management and some little stuff to do, but hey,
Yeah, because it's his sister. She probably dropped the charges.
yeah.
Well, why not whoop the guy ass? Then why let these motherfucking white boys come in here and bully you off your show?
Gentrify my guy.
Here you go doing
Gentrify my guy
podcasts.
Pat off the show,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That shit crazy.
He's a stand-up guy. Obviously not, nigga. You out there, you looking for a job now.
But how you looking for a job when your damn name is the pod? Your name is the pod, bruh. I don't get it. Just go and make another one. Make another the Pat Bell podcast, and everybody from there gonna go over there. Cause I guarantee you, nobody likes the way that this went down, bruh. This feels slimy. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
Like, if
I
you a
only
stand-up
watch the
person,
show
if you
for Pat
see this,
Bell.
if you looking at this with any kind of morals and kind of ethics, you feel like this is kind of slimy, bro. Even though I don't agree with Pat Bev and everything he say or do, but to gentrify the man off his own fucking pod. Crazy work.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I only watched the show for him just to see what bullshit he was gonna say. That was the only reason I watched it. I haven't watched it since he been off it.
I didn't know that that's what the pod did. I didn't know that the Pat Bev podcast turned to Hoopin' and Hollin. I thought Hoopin' and Hollin just was a new podcast that they just was on.
Yeah, nah. They took that man's show and changed that name so motherfucking fast.
Gentrify my guy.
And name off this motherfucker. And now he around this motherfucker trying to bleed and this. Man, get your ass. Bro, go ahead on, man.
Why you watch my man off that pod?
Real quick.
That shit fucked up, man.
But, again, who can you blame?
Business never personal. Stop making friends. Stop thinking you got friends in business.
And stop calling everybody you meet and have a motherfucking drink with your goddamn friend.
Hey, Pat Bell, you found that lesson out the hard way. With a smile and a stab in the motherfucking back.
Bro, you go from talking to a motherfucker every day, going out to dinner, buying these niggas beds to sleep in your house.
Oh, Pat, he said that. Pat Bell said that.
You
and he
begged
came
your
out.
bitch to let these niggas sleep in your house.
Pat Bell was hurt by that for real. Cause he said it. And I think Noam said this on our pod one other time where when we bring you to our house and we break bread with you, we feed you, you got to around your kids, bro. That means something to us. You know, that means something, bro. If I brought you around the family, hey, that's a soulless individual if it don't mean nothing to you. Cause
think about it, bro. He bought these people beds to sleep in his motherfucking house, and they wouldn't even answer the phone for this man.
Dave had to tell him, the guys.
Text back. Didn't even have the balls to tell him to his face that he was out.
Didn't even have it. But that shit, that's the slimy part to me, bro.
That's a real dirty.
That's slimy, bro.
But these are the niggas you call your motherfucking friend.
This is you put money in his pocket, like Kenyon said. You put money in his pocket. You broke bread with him.
You fed these motherfuckers.
You
they
fed them. Literally fed them. Literally. In more ways than one. Like, come on, bro. That's the thing I'm saying. When I make money with you, bro, you family. We make money. If we make some money together, oh yeah, we family. Yeah. You help me take care of my family on a scale like that? Come on, bro. I just feel like some kind of loyalty is deserved in that kind of situation, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the problem. That's the fucking problem. There was never any. To them, it was all a business.
Shout out Reed Dion, my boy Reed Dion. My boy Reed Dion pulled up in the comments. He said Jay Will and Pat Bell. Oh no, Jay Will, they gentrified Pat Bell out of there, and we ended up with Hoopin' and Hollering Jason Williams with Pat Bell used to be sidekick wrong. They gentrified the pod. They gentrified it. So yeah.
Man, Pat Bell should have been asking questions when they bought Jason Williams on that motherfucker. What we need him for? We were doing fine without him. What we need a third for?
Well, wait a minute. I think Jason Williams was brought on. Pat Bell, all three of them was on at one point, and Pat Bell was cool with it before Pat Bell caught the charge. And then when he caught the charge and was gone away for a little while, they cooked up in the background, probably wrong. Because I don't see Jason Williams. I don't know. But
now, Rob, what I'm asking is, all three of them was on there at a point. But before Jason came along, it was just Pat Bell and Rome. So my question would have been, what do we need a third for when we doing good without it?
Because he's an NBA legend. He's an NBA OG.
So am I.
NBA OG. It's a different era than Pat Bell. It was good. It was actually a good show with Pat Bell, Ron, and Jay Will on it, bro. It really was.
Man, but I'm saying if I was Pat Bell, I would have been asking questions then.
I mean, but you're trying to grow the pod, so maybe, you think
we've already grown. The name is there.
You always can grow more. They ain't the biggest pod in the space.
Nigga, obviously the shit that he was trying to do wasn't working. So stay your ass over there. Ain't Nobody asked you to come over here.
But Jay, you right though, because Jay Will literally, Jay Will podcast didn't pan out. They had a podcast called the OGs, and
That's what I'm
literally
saying. It didn't work over there. So why come? What the fuck we need you for?
well, maybe Pat Bell thought
trying to steal all that man motion. That's all
Hey.
it was.
wait, do it.
Now I gotta share my motherfucking mic with another motherfucker.
But here's the thing, bro. This the part is I don't even like to bring up. You know what I'm saying? But it just don't look right. Two white men snaking the black man out of his own shit. Like it don't
This
look
is
right.
what they've been doing for centuries, bro. We started, they take it.
I hate it. I hate that now. That part, that if Jason Williams didn't feel that, if he knows any kind of historical, you know what I'm saying, significance of
Fucking
this type of
colonizer.
shit, bruh, you don't want to be looked at as a colonizer, bruh. And you know Jason Williams been invited to the cookout for a long time now. Jason Williams damn near honorarily black. But
Told the fuck was.
with this right here, man, this some slimy shit, bro.
Oh,
This
yeah.
shit slimy. Reed Dion
But
said
he-
JJ
but
Reddy
Jason
gave
Williams-
his old podcast to Duncan Robinson, the old man and the three. I didn't know that. Ain't nobody watching no fucking Duncan Robinson.
Exactly. But Jason Williams will be that motherfucker in the background throwing his hands up like, man, hey, I ain't I should do that. I'm just trying to feed my family. But you
Well,
got morals. You
well,
know
he
right
got-
and wrong.
Jason Williams got plausible deniability. He can say, hey, man, I thought it was all good. I didn't know that Pat Bell was going to catch a charge and then the pod was going to go this direction.
But shit, they already, boy, they were talking about that shit in the background. Get the fuck out of here. That's what the fuck they bought that motherfucker on there for. I don't care what nobody say. This shit been playing from day one.
Mm.
Get his,
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Get his pocket, arrogant,
No.
always talking shit, always screaming and yelling and cussing and saying what he ain't gonna do. We gotta get rid of this motherfucker.
I'm going
But
to
then
tell
he
you
just
one
so happened
thing.
to catch a charge.
They move quick. As soon as he got that
That's what
motherfucker.
I'm saying, bro. It was already done. That's what I'm saying. That's why this is my whole point. If I was Pat, I would have been asking questions. Why is he here?
But maybe, what if it was Pat's idea to bring him in?
And then he just did what a lot of other motherfuckers do.
Just all
Find
different
another nigga to
states.
take your job.
That's what I'm just saying. It ain't. He won't be the first. I ain't gonna be the last. Cause he didn't know that was gonna go like that. But Pat, stay out of trouble, man. Stay out of trouble.
Bro,
You
this
would
shit was
never.
already- all right.
You would
Listen to me
never
when I
had
tell
this
you
problem.
Pat. Listen to me when I tell you this, Pat. From the day Jason Williams walked through that motherfucking door and got on that mic, this was already planned. They was trying to figure out how to get you the fuck up out of there, and you just did it for them. So now they got an excuse. Now it don't look as bad as it would have looked.
But how did damn Jason Williams in Rome catch a vibe and build a bond so damn quick when you in Rome was together way longer than
They was already friends, bro.
or they was skin folk.
Exactly. Shit, they gonna
Yeah.
fight regardless.
That right there.
It's crazy
I
work.
don't care what
Man.
nobody say. That
Crazy
shit
work.
was already planned, bro.
Crazy work, man. How can you get put
But
out
this
your
is what he
own
get.
fucking pod, man?
All that shit, all these wars you done started. Now think about it now. You had your own show. You done started all this shit with these other podcasts, and now you can't go join none of them.
Oh, they about to clown you. Brandon Jennings and Rashad and them, they hate they don't like Pat. Nick Young, they hate Pat.
That's what I'm saying. So now you done gave all these brothers through when you done sat here and went against them for a white man. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, I don't think Pat really had a choice when he first started this podcast. It ain't like he was the biggest name, but we did like to hear what he was saying about certain stuff or whatever, right? But
he was the biggest name. Who the
But
fuck
let-
knew wrong?
But let's look at historically speaking, bruh, they always gonna put a white man with you. They ain't gonna have this nigga up here talking this shit by himself. They gotta have a white man. Look, Shaq, Ernie, Shaq, Kenny, and goddamn Charles need a mediator. You think they were gonna put a black man up there as a mediator for three niggas? Hell no. They always gonna put a white man in the mix to keep control of these Negroes. So so
He's the
so
overseer.
so with Pat letting goddamn Jason Williams come in there, I don't think he thought that all the way through. I don't think he thought he was gonna end up like that. You know, of course he didn't know that he was gonna catch a charge, but there's always a possibility when you bring in, you know, these other people in the mix, bro. And
Man, Pat Bell,
just
just like any other black person, got a good heart and want to help a motherfucker. That's it. That's just plain and simple.
no, I don't think it was that because I think goddamn Dave and them put it. He didn't know wrong. Dave and them said, "Hey, this is wrong. He's gonna be your castmate for the show. But y'all get together. You probably go to lunch and go get to know each other." I don't think Pat just said, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna give Rome an opportunity." No.
So
I
why
don't think
Dave
that at
didn't
all.
have this motherfucker in their house?
Man, first off, Dave is a billionaire. Dave just play. On that last show you just said President Trump playing 3D chess or something, 5D chess. Dave just using people. Dave is a type of person who, you know, throw a stone and hide his hands. You know, Dave one of those rich. I don't know if he's a Jew, but
he is.
okay. Yeah. So you know, it's a certain manner that he handle business.
Just to speak on Dave Portnoy for a minute. Some people came to his bar I believe in Boston, or I believe it was in Boston. He had like a bar there or something. And it was some young guys, and they had some anti-Semitic terms to his to on their bottle service sign. They had some stuff against, you know, Jewish people. And he wanted them to go to Israel and learn about Israel. He was gonna pay for them to go over there to learn about Israel because he didn't like that. Like he wanted them to get arrested and all this, and then go over there and fly to Israel to learn about Israel. So he gets into it for real when
he's a Zionist.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
them motherfuckers think they money can do anything. With their money, they can do anything they want to do.
So in the Pat Bev case, I know that kind of went all the way out of.
No, that just illustrates how Dave kind of do business. Dave, you know, handle business in a certain way, and that's how they.
Yeah, if he feels slighted, he's gonna go to the farthest extent to try to like show why he is almighty powerful. So yeah. So I don't know if he had any issues with Pat Bev behind the scenes after what went on with Pat Bev and his family, but you never know. And Pat Bev might have kept it cool once he did his announcement on it, because he knows that he says anything about Dave, they can just blackball him all the way to, you know.
Yeah, he was trying to keep it cool. He was trying to. Yeah. Pat, fuck them motherfuckers, man. Dave, I don't like Dave, bro. Dave got that reputation, and it's crazy you say he is one of them people. But yeah, go ahead, man. Sorry to you, my bad.
But no, you just said Dave can blackball. But here's the thing, though, with the way social media is now, man, you can turn your motherfucking phone on and start your own podcast. Yeah. You don't need a motherfucker to back you.
Yeah, I think in his case though, you know, he's used to a certain type of. You know, he's used to a certain type of a reach. Let's say, you know, he can walk into certain doors because of his name. Even with his situation, he can still probably walk in and get some connections with people. You know, if he burns his bridge with Dave can shut some of them avenues off. You know, so you know, for us, we just everyday guys giving our opinion that, you know. We don't give a damn about, you know, somebody trying to shut our avenues off. Hey, we coming from the bottom anyway, trying to make our stuff happen.
Free Pat Bell, man.
Level already, you know, money wise, connection. He
got to play that game. We ain't got to play that game. He got to play that game with them.
Yeah, he got to play that
them
game.
demons.
Yeah. Well, I ain't playing that game. If I do make it, man, fuck you and your money. Make my own damn money.
That's the
And
way
that's
it
what
is.
it coming down to, man. Because when people get that kind of money, they like to control things. They do, control whole industries. So they
Yeah.
very well could blackball Pat. So yeah, that do make sense. I didn't think about it like that, but he very well could blackball Pat. And he is one of them people, part of that group that I said, and they do stuff like that. So that's how they handle it. So I could see that. But shout out Pat, man. Free Pat Bell, man.
He done started his own damn podcast in his living room, and he gonna make money.
Because everybody gonna unsubscribe from Hooping and Hollering. Everybody go unsubscribe from Hooping and Hollering. Go subscribe to the new Pat Bell podcast, and we gonna do it just like that.
Exactly. He don't need Dave. He don't need none of them motherfuckers. Your name is already there.
Yeah.
He ain't gotta go and try to fucking establish a name. Motherfucker know you from the NBA.
Boy, Dave was ready to dump his ass on it. He goddamn caught that charge.
Hell yeah, man. Listen, get as far away from him as we can. Let's put some distance between Pat Bell and our podcast. And that's what they did.
Crazy work to think you can take somebody's podcast, though. They name on the fucking podcast, bro. Crazy. 2026, man. Hey, we'll keep an eye on.
Go and take us out, man. Start.
Well, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the comments. Don't forget, man, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, choose life.